Okay, let us begin the response. In the book of 1 Samuel chapter 12, 1 Samuel chapter 12, verse 1. And Samuel said unto all Israel, behold, I have hearkened unto your voice in all that ye said unto me, and have made a king over you. And now behold, the king walketh before you, and I am old and gray-headed. And behold, my sons are with you, and have walked before you from my childhood until this day. Behold, here am I, witness against me before the Lord and before his anointed. Whose ox have I taken? Or whose ass have I taken? Or whom have I defrauded? Whom have I oppressed? Or of whose hand have I received any bribe? To blind my eyes therewith, and I will restore it to you. This is the prophet Samuel. He was about to come to the end of his ministry. And he was compelled to do a strange thing. He brought himself under the scrutiny of the people that he judged by his calling as a prophet in the land. And he asked a few questions. Can we take inventory of the questions again? The question is this man doing this out of pride? Was it a sense of piety, a sense of sanctimony that was his motivation behind these questions that he was making bare before the children of Israel? Was it pride? His walk with God in secret and in public has been an open book. And because he was sure of his integrity, he didn't consider it a threat for him to do this before the entire assembly. How many people that are preachers can come before their congregation and say, whose daughter did I touch? You know what? I am sure of my integrity. And that's why I did this in South Africa. I said, hey, if there is any woman among you that I laid hand on, let the woman cry out. I found it from the life of Samuel. You are not fit for the pulpit if you are an extortioner. You use the grace and the office that God has made available to you as a means of extorting things from people. You are not fit for the pulpit. And in the words of Samuel, I want to ask if there is anybody in this immediate congregation or around the world for that matter that I extorted something from in the practice of ministry. That person too has liberty to cry out. The example that I have for this is Samuel in the Old Testament. I also have New Testament examples. For a preacher to be offended that another preacher comes out and say, if I have touched any woman, the woman should cry out. You need to know that we're in the last. He was offended for that. It means we're in the last days. We're in the last days where people will make effort to try to legitimize things that are outlawed. His offense was not that I touched a woman and I'm trying to hide it. His offense was that I have come to do what Samuel is doing because I am sure of my integrity. Anointed, it makes you very, very attractive. I have had to deal with the pressure of attraction all these years till this time, and I'm saying that I touched no woman. Hallelujah. And meanwhile, I'm not saying this as a local champion. I have gone round the nations of the world. I know the difference between an Egyptian woman and an Ethiopian woman. May the Lord give you understanding.